Okay guys, today we're gonna look at the JG Jingong M4 standard version. It's not the enhanced, so it's just got the standard internals. It didn't come with a it didn't come with anything special. No MOSFET. So we're gonna start with what I've done to this. This is not the stock piston. Stock piston is it is the cream style. It's pretty cheap. This is the stock piston out of HK416. Got your nice little metal ball bearing head. I don't trust that shooting that rate of fire. So, here it is. This is your stock piston. As you can tell, it's already got a lot of wear from just the standard 400, probably 420 FPS spring in it. It is a hard spring. I would not recommend using this piston on that spring. As you can tell, I originally thought, maybe I'll try and use this and correct the standard motor height, or AOE, but, you know, over the past couple of months from fixing people's guns, I've just learned that when you fix AOE that way, it just does not last. That back piston tooth, I'm pretty sure it would blow off in maybe 2 weeks of playing 2 games, and that would be gone just because of the FPS spring. This spring, I'm serious, guys. Like, this is a pretty hard spring. I would not recommend using that. Let's see, let's go on now. Alright, originally, because I shimmed it too tight the first time, these XYT gears blew up, pretty much. As you can see, that tooth is missing all along there. See all those little ruined teeth? There we go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teeth. 7 teeth blown up on XYT gears. That is unheard of. Other than when someone like me is stupid enough and shim something too tight. So now I reshimmed it and replaced that spur gear with the spur gear, the stock spur gear, out of my H&K VFC 416. I've actually, because it's got that auto shim piece of junk on it, I really hate that thing so much. I took the metal clip, as you can see, right there. See that metal clip right there? I took that off of the XYT gears and just pretty much put it on and screwed it down as tight as I could. It actually works great. I don't even think it has any shims on it because it is that perfect of a thing. It doesn't rub because the bottom of it is completely solid, so there's no rubbing on it other than on the fact that it just spins so well. Stock JG bevel gear, those are really strong. Got your stock XYT sector gear, also a very strong thing. Back to the piston. This is actually just a JG green. Got it off e-bike probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago. I got one, put it in a friend's ICS, and it has held up marvelously, so I really do trust these. As you can tell, Swiss cheese, cut the top of it. Don't know yet how strong it is, so I did leave a pretty good chunk for strength and integrity in it, especially up where the head is, and where the pickup tooth is. As you can tell, I also did not Swiss cheese it all the way to that, to the fourth tooth, just because I don't know how strong it is. I know it is strong, and it is really, really heavy, so I would compare it maybe almost as strong as an SH15 tooth, but I really don't know yet. As you can tell, I'm not finished grinding that tooth down. I ground it down last night before the parents went to bed, then test fit it, not enough ground. And they went to bed, so I didn't get a chance to finish grinding. So I'm getting ready to do that, and I'll do an update video when it's all done and put back together. You got your stock ported standard cylinder. Okay. So, I mean, there's nothing special there. It is actually a pretty good cylinder. Not worth the upgrade at all. I mean, it's pretty good. I wouldn't pay to upgrade it. It works. I get a really good air seal with it, with that piston. SHS double O-ring aluminum head nozzle, because the stock one is trash and has absolutely no seal at all. Let's see if I can demonstrate this real fast. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to pull the piston back. And this is really awkward to do with one hand, guys. I'm sorry. As you can see, it ain't going any further. try it again. Pull back that piston back to where you can see it. And then I'm going to put my thumb on the end. And that is as far as it's going. It's also Teflon just to help with that tight seal. And, oh, yeah. So, this is what I spent last night, about 45 minutes doing. I polished this puppy to where it was so smooth, just to get any of the burrs from the casting off, to protect those gears for later use. And that is just so smooth. I mean, it is just beautiful. Polish the other side as well. Let's see if I can get that gleaming in the light. Yeah, there you go. See that mirror finish? Look at that. So, a little bit of fun going on there. The stock motor is pretty much gone. Just gonna put it that way. It's gone. It was right here. It's got a pretty good magnet in it, honestly. But the reason I've done all this work to this gun is, you see these stock bushings? They are trash, okay? If you buy this gun, replace these bushings. I mean, because they are metal, but I'm not even kidding. First week, my friend plays with it, and it's okay, motor height adjustment, everything fine, and, you know, just waiting for it to break so I can tune it. Well, boom, it explodes. I look in the gearbox, one of these bushings, I've never seen this before. Let's see if I can get that. See that bushing right there? That flat part on the very edge broke off from the thick part. I don't even understand how that happens. Anyways, when that happened, it knocked that bevel, or the spur gear out, so it wouldn't rotate anymore. So it was pretty much trashed. So I had to order him some SHS 6mm bushings, the oilless kind, I believe. They work pretty good. Also had a really big problem. This thing had one of those crappy, cheap mini fuses in it, and those cheap motor to gearbox or wiring connector things. I hate these things. Guys, if you're gonna invent something, do what ICS does. Please, just Jingong, everyone, KWA. KWA is just gay to begin with. But can we get some better motor connectors? Can we look at ICS and look at those really, really nice standard type, pretty much plug type? They're so easy to use, and I love them. They're kind of like this from Radio Shack, but they're not that big at all. They're really small, but they're so much firmer, and you don't rip them as easy. So I've had to put pretty cheap connector here, just because I haven't had the time to rewire it, and I don't have the connectors to rewire it. And took out the mini fuse, and my friend wired it back before I had a chance to replace the fuse, unfortunately. But, you know, it's only going to be run on an 8.4 volt battery, so I really don't see it being a problem, because he's not too techie on that version, running any of the LiPos. So, when the gearbox busted, that motor got trashed, like straight up trashed. Like, it wrecked every magnet that thing ever had. So, I mean, it spins, and you can feel the torque in it, and you can see crap sticks to it, but it won't pull a decent spring. So, we went retro, and we got the JG High Torque Blue motor. Bought this from a friend for $28, and it came also with an, G&G CM motor. So I pretty much got two for $28. That's not a bad deal, honestly. The only thing that needed to be replaced in the Combat Machine motor was the brushes. But this thing, I mean, it's got so much torque. It's really slow, however, but it doesn't drain your battery too bad. But let me demonstrate something to you. Alright, you see this? Let's see. Magnet, gears, more gears. I mean, this thing is just, it's awful on the torque side. So, I would suggest that if you're getting some torque. So, yeah, it pretty much handles it. I'm going to reassemble this, put it back together, everything, put the motor in, and I would show you a detailed outside view of the gun and a shooting test. Thank you.